The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and brought to you by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Farmers Bank and Capital Trust, Kentucky Utilities, Panel Swim Shop, P-Rats, PrepSpin.com, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.
Hello, welcome into the Scholastic Ball Report. Gary Ball with Rick Panel. Great to have you back on the show. And I tell you what, we've got a busy show today, to say the least.
We do. We've got a lot to cover.
Yeah, we do. First off, GRC's in the house, Robbie Graham. What a great job, Coach Graham. We have him on the Ball Report every year because he does such a terrific job over there with the GRC ladies basketball.
You know, he sure does. And they're 5-0 right now. I mean, those girls are playing some basketball.
Doesn't get much better than that, does it?
I know.
I mean, unless you start at 6-0, 7-0, 8-0, doesn't get much better than that. But they're an outstanding team. And also, we're going to introduce, as we said last week on the show, and we sat down with Parker Panel, new feature. Tell us about that. I know you went out there with him, and boy, he talks to a big-name player, doesn't he?
You know, one of the best players in the state of Kentucky, Tavion Hollingsworth. So Parks has got a nice little interview with Tavion.
Looking forward to that. And our swimmers, we're going to give scholar athletes this week, too, because Sarah and Caroline are both, one's a 4.0, one's a 3.9 student at that tough Lexington Catholic curriculum.
You know, those girls are the package. I mean, they're great swimmers, good students. You know, that's what you want out of a student athlete.
And then we're going to head down 27 for another Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week. All that coming up. And Walker Tahune is here from UK Sports Medicine. We always enjoy talking to those guys because they keep us in the game.
Yes, they do indeed.
All that coming up. But the best highlights in the state of Kentucky. These highlights brought to you by P-Rats. Think outside the corporate black box with P-Rats.
Scott County and Lafayette. The Cardinals, one of the favorites to make it out of the 11th region to the Sweet 16. The Cards have so much young talent, but the Redbirds dropped their first game of the year on Tuesday to Lexington Catholic. Scott County student section, well, they had its holiday game turned up. Under 2 minutes to go before half. The Cards up 9 on Michael Moreno's jumper. That's followed by a deep Josh Davis three. And all of a sudden, Lafayette finds itself down by 14 at the half. Cards keep it coming. How about Bryce Long for three? That's how this game looked tonight. The Generals did not have the answer. They got the win on the football field, but Scott County all over them on the basketball court, 94-66.
Over at Henry Clay, the Blue Devils opened the season with a win over Tate's Creek, but have dropped their last three. Western Hills, they've lost this last two. It's time to dance at Al Pruitt Gymnasium.
Oh, yeah.
That is Chris Kringle wearing a Henry Clay hat. Just saying.
I was looking at the girl.
Watch the Wolverines break the press. Perfect. That's how you do it, Abby Do. Amador, the beneficiary. Blue Devils in transition. Andreas Green, no. Brian Trimble grabs the board, believes in his teammate. Green gets it on the second go around. Justin Mitchell, watch the steal and the slam. Blue Devils handle the Hills 72-48.
Over at Bryan Station, the defenders hosting Lincoln
Everybody's
County.
dancing.
Look at that dancing. I mean, that looks like Brian Milam at the nightclub. 5 seconds left in the first half. Eric Boone says, I got this, and he got it. Cuts Lincoln's lead to 9 before halftime. Third quarter defenders working it around the perimeter. Nathan Mack is open for three. The Mack Daddy. The freshman cuts the lead to 2, but the Patriots kept responding. Noah Young to the rack off the glass. Kisses it in. Lincoln County holds off the defenders 76-69.
Over to Boyle County, the Rebels hosting Lexington Christian.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, it is. That looks like me. You know, Boyle's Jason Alexander feeds Will Bramall. Finishes strong, worth the bucket. LCA answers. Kyle Rode misses. But watch Carter Henderson. Hey, get in there. Flying for the tip. More Eagles. Chandler Stewart. And lefties just make it look nice from downtown. The three is good. Nathan Harper gets it inside to Rode, who will finish with the reverse lay-in. And LCA gets the road win, 76-55.
Welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report. Our team of the week is from just down the road here in Winchester, George Rogers Clark High School. I want to thank Bob Roberts Insurance. They're over in Richmond, Kentucky. They insure half this great state of Kentucky. Coach Graham with us. Always great to have you on the show. You and I have been trying to work it out schedule-wise, and great time and great to have you on right before Christmas, Coach.
Yes, always good to be on the show. Really enjoy coming to the show, Mr.
Coach, as you look back at let's go back to October. I know that's a few months ago, right?
Okay.
It's October. And as you go back there, did you envision back then when you started that this team was going to be this good?
Well, we try to get better every practice, every drill, every day. We just want to improve, and that's our goal. You know, we don't really look at the record or how good we want to be as far as our record. We just want to improve each and every day. And I felt like we had a chance to have a special team. And, you know, we've had a really good start. You know, we just want to get better each and every day and improve.
Coach, tell us about these three girls. They're the triple threat.
Yeah.
And what do they bring to GRC?
Well, we got Elizabeth Harden, we call her E. She's our post presence, block shots, rebounding, scoring inside, kind of our big man on the block. And then we have Jasmine Flowers. She's our primary perimeter player. Shoots the ball from the three, attacks the basket. She's leading us in free throw shooting. Then we have Malia Bell's kind of our inside-outside. She can score from the perimeter and also attacks the basket. So, you know, they all three bring different things to the table.
You know, E, as Coach just referred to you, you're a captain. So I know you take that seriously on and off the floor. What drives you to be successful in everything you do there at GRC?
Hard work, dedication, and confidence in everything that I do definitely drives me to be successful.
You got to have confidence, don't you?
Of course.
I mean, that's especially when you step out on the hardwood.
Right.
Because, you know, when you're good like GRC, those other girls are coming at you, kind of like Kentucky basketball.
And Jasmine, I know you're the leading scorer on the team, leading free throw shooter on the team. And I have to ask this question. Do you listen to country music when you're on the line?
I don't listen to country music as I'm on the line. I listen to it before and after, but not on the line.
So it's there. You're thinking about it. That gets you in the zone.
Yes, sir.
And Malia, you lead the team in steals, okay? And I know what that means. That means that defense is emphasized by Coach Graham. What do you think makes a good defensive player? What do you think are the things that kind of sum up a good defensive player?
I think you just have to know where everyone is at the same time, and you just have to be aware of like what's going on and be ready to go when you can.
You know, it's much more fun to score the basketball.
Yeah.
And I mean, anybody who's played basketball knows that. But, you know, the coaches love those young ladies like yourself who get down there. They don't give up the baseline, coach, and stuff like that. And my high school coach, Jim Connor, God rest his soul, he always said defense was played with two things, your heart and your feet.
Absolutely.
Would you agree with that?
I totally agree with that, your heart and your feet.
Coach, looking forward to these teams, what are you going to with this team this year? What are you going to stress with the girls going forward? Well,
once again, we just want to get better each and every day. We want to show improvement in all areas of the game. We want to continue to stay together, want to stay humble, continue to just work hard each and every day and hopefully reach our goal.
You know, some people might think, you know, get better every day, but that's what you got to do. Every time you step on the practice floor, you got to tell yourself as a player, as a coach, as a team, what can I do better today to make me so much better in that next game? Because there's always something you can improve on.
Yes, sir, absolutely. And we don't want to look too far down the road. When you look ahead is when bad things start to happen. So we want to take one step at a time, one day at a time, one practice at a time, one drill at a time.
Even Michael Jordan took practice seriously. Allen Iverson probably didn't take it too seriously. Michael Jordan took it seriously, and you all know that. But congratulations for having a great season. Thank you for joining us on the show. We'll look forward to getting out and seeing the Lady Cards play this year.
Thank you, and always a pleasure.
That's Coach Robbie Graham. Does a great job. They're undefeated this year. Now we're going to this feature, and we talked about it last week. We had Parker Panel on the show at the end, and here's the segment now. You want to set this up for us, Mr. P?
You know, we went down to Dunbar High School, and we interviewed one of the better ball players in the state of Kentucky, and I tell you what, let's just roll it.
Let's go to this feature with Little P.
Hey guys, Parker Panel here from the Scholastic Ball Report. And today I'm at Dunbar High School interviewing one of the top basketball players in the state of Kentucky. A Mr. Basketball candidate, a D1 Western Kentucky commit. It's Taveon Hollingsworth. All right, Taveon, here's my first question. What players do you emulate in basketball? He could be in the pros, college, anywhere.
I really like D-Wade. I used to watch him do his Euro step. He does a lot of step backs, mid-range really good, so I used to think I could get good at that, and I think I'm pretty good at it right now.
He's a real good ball player. Here's my other question. What other colleges do you think about going to other than Western?
When I was younger, I used to really love the University of Kentucky, and I really wanted to go there, but they wanted me to wait, so I considered them out. Wright State was really on me, and UAB really wanted me to.
Nice, nice. Now here's my favorite question. All the audience wants to know, what is your favorite food?
Spaghetti is really my favorite food. I really like it.
Oh yeah, so you like some sauce on that, right? Yeah, that's real good. Well, you know what? I bet I can break your ankles. What do you think? Yeah, I think so. Let's go. Oh my goodness!
Welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report. I'm Rick Panel, and we are here interviewing not only the swimmers this week, but we're also interviewing our Scholar Athletes of the Week. And these two girls are from Lexington Catholic High School. They're both seniors. And girls, the first thing I got to say is I got to say congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, you've got a 4.0, you've got a 3.9. I mean, that's impressive. I know you're good swimmers, but I know you're really getting it done in the classroom. So my first question I have to ask, and I'll start with you, Caroline, how can you juggle all this? How do you keep your grades up and do so well in the swimming pool?
I think a big part of it's just time management, getting from school to practice and then doing homework and studying. You just have to know how to manage all of your time right so you prioritize.
And Sarah, what would you say your best event is?
Well, it used to be fly, but then I had shoulder surgery, so now I just kind of take advantage of every opportunity and event I get to swim. So
you're kind of doing it all right now.
Yeah, I just do what I can.
Whatever the coach needs,
just
you're in that
having fun,
position.
yes.
Now, Caroline, how about yourself? Congratulations again. You've got a presidential scholarship to Auburn University.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about that a little bit.
I'm just really excited to be going. I've had to study really hard, work really hard on getting my ACT score up so I could get the scholarship so I could go.
It's very impressive.
And Sarah, how is the team doing so far this year?
We're doing really great so far. We came in second at City Meet last weekend, I think it was, for the second year in a row, which was huge for us. And we've got a lot of young talent, so I'm very excited to see how the rest of the season goes. I think we have a really positive outlook.
Well, good.
You know, and I should point out, too, these girls are co-captains. So y'all have got a lot on the plate here. So I know the big thing coming up is high school regions, and you both will be swimming in that, and then I guess in the state.
Hopefully.
Oh, that's great. I think so. Well, congratulations again. You all have done a marvelous job this year in both the classroom and the swimming pool, and thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
And we have these plaques courtesy of Crown Trophy for you all.
Thank you.
And now we're going to toss it to the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
Let's take a look at our Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week. That young lady wants to see Justin Mitchell of Henry Clay with the deflection, the steal, and the slam against Western Hills. Mitchell and the Blue Devils with a lot of defense against the Wolverines. Again, the deflection, steal, and the one-handed hammer as Henry Clay would go on for the easy win against Western Hills, 72-48. Congratulations, Justin Mitchell. That's the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
Welcome back in to UK Sports Medicine segment. Gary Ball, Parker Panel, Rick Panel, and Walker Taheen. Always great having you on the show, Walker.
Thanks, Gary.
You do a great job over there with UK Sports Medicine. You know, we're going to talk about skin conditions. What are some of the common skin conditions that are seen in athletics that you see prevalent?
Well, the ones we see the most are you're looking at what's called, what most people call ringworm, it's a fungal infection, and the others usually staphylococcal infections, staph infection is what most people think of.
All right, Walker, so here's my question. How are these conditions contracted?
Well, usually you'll get skin-to-skin contact, and that can happen, but also, especially with the staph infections, is people just not wearing clean gear. I have to get on people constantly, hey, make sure you're wearing clean gear. You know, high school kids, a lot of times they're in a rush, they don't want to wear, they just grab something and go. So.
Yeah. And how about like the signs and the symptoms?
Well, ringworm it will appear as a circular area that's dry and very itchy, but also in the middle has a raised red ring. That's obviously where the term comes from. But once again, that's a fungal infection. It's not actually a worm. And then the staphylococcal infections, a lot of times people say, well, I think I got a spider bite. Yeah. And when they tell me that, I always say, unless you saw a spider bite you. So those usually red, warm to the touch, swollen, and might have a small pustule in the middle.
High school athlete, you mentioned the gear, okay? What about the team mothers? Are they the ones that you kind of stress all this to as well to keep the
yes,
stuff clean?
during the parent meetings, I always, I tell the parents, I tell the kids too, is, hey, come on, you guys are high schoolers now, but also, yes, the team moms really help us out. If we didn't have them, we'd be in trouble. And
you've got the walk-in clinic. It's every Monday through Friday, 7 to 8. And what a beautiful facility you have there now in Harrodsburg Road.
Really blessed to have that.
Notch. Top notch.
Fantastic.
And we'll put up, there's their website, their phone number. You give them a call. If you want to stay in the game, Walker to Hune, and UK Sports Medicine will keep you in the game. Now we're going to these final highlights. It's high school basketball season here. That's the big time of the season in the Bluegrass. These highlights brought to you by PrepSpin, the leading digital network programmer in the state of Kentucky. PrepSpin.
How about Danville? Danville and Wayne County in Danville tonight, third quarter. Cheerleaders off the floor. Now here's the basketball team. Wayne up 11. Danville's Tevin Cabana cleaning up the boards. Gets the putback. Wayne County's Jason Baker also hungry for the boards. He gets the bucket. Cardinals, though, not letting up. Aubrey Weaver. He's the Dream Weaver. Scores at the basket. And still fighting. Gabe McKnight drives in with the nasty Euro step layup there. That is pretty good. Danville still winless, though. Wayne County wins 72-55.
Here comes the fun, folks. 12th region matchup. West Jess and Mercer County. I'm digging the sweater, but it would get better. Colts break the pressure. Isaiah Okeson lets it fly from three. Boom. Then I discovered the best head of hair in Wilmore, Kentucky, maybe the state. That is awesome. And it reminded me of Chaz Osborne in Back to School 1986. The 80s villain. That's the 80s villain. It's William Zabka. Back to live action. Mercer County finds Trevon Faulkner on the inbounds. West Jessamine misses the shot. Kendall Peters with the rebound loses it, but it falls into the hands of Dalton Bruner and
this melon.
Won't forget you this melon.
I'll see you at the pool.
Bye, Val.
Bye, Val.
That young man is a stud. West Jessamine 72. Mercer County 70. Beat that.
Now to the girls, and we stay at Wilkinson Arena. It's Franklin County and Frankfort. Lady Flyers out big. Savannah Courtney gets the layup to make it a 23-point lead. Fast forward to right before halftime. Olivia Hogan, nice, gets the thrown jumper to fall, just like she planned it. Lady Flyers now up by 40. This one had a running clock. Franklin County would roll as they take it 86-24.
To LCA, the Eagles hosting Dunbar fourth quarter. Dunbar up by 8. The Bulldogs working the clock, and then Michaela Cecil finds an avenue, drives in for 2, and with that basket, Cecil surpasses 1,000 points. Way to go. LCA back the other way. And when
she's like, hey, wait, give me the ball.
Yeah, give me the ball. Please give me the ball. LCA, little too late. LCA falls by 16, 57-41.
And we appreciate all our great guests. GRC came down from Winchester. And Lil P, your first segment. How'd you feel about it? And you're going to be talking to some more great players in the future.
It felt amazing. I was so glad that I got to take this opportunity.
Henry Clay, what do you basketball? The girls team. Oh, by the way, they're scheduled. We're going to have them on after the holidays.
Yeah, I heard they're doing really good.
Yeah, so we'll have them on, and more great swimmers from Panel Swim Shop. Those two young ladies from Lexington Catholic, outstanding. Doesn't get much better than 4.0 and 3.9.
I know, you're absolutely right about that.
And one of them got a presidential scholarship
to Auburn University.
This is our last show till after the holidays, so we certainly want to wish everybody out there a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and guys, just the very best of season to you and all your families and everything.
Gary, I want to say you do a marvelous job, and Merry Christmas to you.
Thank you very much, Rick Panel. And as always, on the Scholastic Ball Report, for those you see and those you don't see,
keep your eye on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report was sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and brought to you by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Farmers Bank and Capital Trust, Kentucky Utilities, Panel Swim Shop, P-Rats, PrepSpin.com, Rafferty's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.